If you're so sick of dieting and restricting, you don't want to go anywhere near that ever again. You just want to feel more confident in your body image without obsessing over macros and counting and jumping on a scale. And you just want to have peace. And you just want to wake up every day and feel confident in yourself and your body. This is the video for you. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to teach you 3 easy, proven tools that you can use right now to truly transform your relationship with your body and your confidence. So let's get going. I'm here to support you to have the most confident, loving relationship with yourself and your body without a scale, without feeling like you have to lose weight, and most importantly, without dieting and restriction. I'm Giulia, I'm a body image coach, and more importantly, I teach you how to have confidence. And let me tell you, I spent my whole life agonizing over my body from the age of 8 until 30. I made myself sick, I got adrenal fatigue, I dieted, I tried every diet under the sun. I became a fitness instructor. I exercised for 4 hours a day. I had the dream body that I thought I wanted. I even got plastic surgery thinking that was going to help my relationship with my confidence. All of it led me completely astray and into a very deep, dark hole where the only solution for me to actually live this life was to find an alternative way of healing my relationship with my body that didn't involve dieting or fixating on weight loss or fixating on changing my outside appearance. And that in itself not only transformed my happiness, but my confidence, my quality of life, every single aspect of my life completely changed into the miracle that it is today that I never thought possible. And I'm here to support you to do the exact same thing. And this is what I do for thousands of women worldwide. So without further ado, let's get into the tips. So I said I was going to share 3 things with you, and that's what I'm going to do. So let's start with number 1. I want you to stop and ask yourself, what has diet culture ever given to you? Has the confidence that you've gotten from dieting ever led to true sustainable confidence? Has that lasted? Or has it been as fleeting as a moment? What are the consequences that you've felt from dieting in your life? Ask yourself, how have you been able to be present? Have you actually enjoyed your life? My guess is that you're here because you know that you haven't been. You haven't been able to be present in your life because of dieting. You haven't gone to a dinner where you haven't calculated what's in a meal, and you've probably been to a music festival and felt like, why am I in this incredible venue, and yet all I can think about is how I feel uncomfortable in my body and should have worn a top that covers my stomach or worn looser pants. It's all part of the same problem. So number 1, you are tired of doing this, and that's why you're here. So that's a huge part and a huge motivator to change. So the first step here, like you've already done, is acknowledging that this isn't working for you and that you'd like to have a healthier relationship with food, with your body. The biggest thing that helped me to change my relationship with my body and food was to start off with actually saying a prayer. No, not a religious prayer, although if you are religious and you want to weave that in, please do. A simple prayer that you can say every single day where you're surrendering this struggle, this fixation that we have, which is, again, through no fault of our own because of the brainwashing we get from diet culture. But start with a simple prayer and just say something to the effect of, it's like an intention setting every day. Dear universe, please support me to have a loving, peaceful relationship with my body and food, and to take away any anxiety, any fear, any obsession that I might have. I hand this over to you. Please show me the way forward. I want you to do that every day and watch what effing happens. Miracles are going to unfold because all of a sudden you're acknowledging this isn't just you in the world. There are loving energies surrounding you, supporting you at every single step. So by you actually speaking those words out and asking for that help, you will be shown those next steps. That's how I was shown all of these next tools that I'm going to share with you. You know how this works. The universe works in magical ways. So I invite you to do this and be shown. And it also really helps the moments of suffering when you feel like, shit, I'm stuck in another one of these incidents where I'm obsessing over food or I feel like I have to diet again. No, you catch yourself, okay? I'm going to hand this over and really ask for the support. And in every single moment there, you're creating a transformation. So let's get real here for a second. If you want to have the partner of your dreams, if you want to make more money, if you want to go traveling, if you want to have amazing friends, if you want to feel confident in yourself and in your body, you've got to do this one thing. You've got to heal this relationship with your body from the inside out. You can't let this struggle keep consuming so much of your life day to day. I hear so many of you saying it's taking up upwards of 80-90% of your day-to-day energy, your mental energy, with how much insecurity and hate and anxiety you have over your body and food. So let's do something about that. I'm here to support you. You can book a complimentary consult call with me at any time, and let's talk about how you can actually start transforming your life today. Not next year, not next Christmas, not waiting for another year to go by where you're wishing you did things differently. Right now, you got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So that resource is there for you, and I would love to talk to you. Tip number 2. Okay, here's the deal. We are born as human beings to have what's called a negativity bias. Our brains are primed to fixate on the negative. So when you are trained your whole life, whether it be from a family member or from society, diet culture, beauty standards, etc., you get it, to have negative thoughts about your body, to not feel confident, to feel less than, it becomes what we call the automatic programming. Here's the really positive thing. You can, because it is learned, you can unlearn that. But what we have to do is, if we wake up and we are in that, essentially that automatic programming every day to think negatively about our body, if this is something you struggle with, we actually have to wake up and do these little practices to help get us back on different train tracks and to help us come back to the truth of who we are. So instead of letting that negative programming drive the car, we actually have to get in the driver's seat and go, this is the direction I'm going in. So number 2, after you set your daily intention, I want you to do what's called, what Tony Robbins likes to call priming. So priming, I don't know why I use that voice, a priming exercise. So this can be a 10-minute practice. I will link the priming exercise that he does because I think it's fantastic. And I would highly recommend that you do that every single day, because what it's doing is it's changing your state from being insecure, feeling negative about yourself, to actually feeling confident, positive, and stepping into that energy. And alternative things you could do, I'll link some other things as well below, like a short meditation. You could do a longer one, a guided one, to help you come into feelings of gratitude, of love. The way the brain works is that when we are in a state of gratitude and in what we call the social engagement part of our nervous system, we actually can't synonymously have insecure feelings or negative feelings about ourselves. It's just not the way our brain works. So it's super cool, because when we can start our day and prime our energy and create this really strong foundation of feeling that, like I said, joy, acceptance, positivity, we then make it harder for those negative, insecure thoughts to come back. And this is the really powerful thing. It's like you're taking control of your life. You're not letting dieting and restriction decide your confidence. Like, that, it's just so absurd, right? And so here, by doing this exercise of priming your energy, you're deciding right from the get-go how your day is going to go, the quality of thoughts you're going to have, and that directly impacts your relationship of confidence with your body. Think about what happens when you have a really stressful day at work. Where do those thoughts go about your body? Down the toilet, right? Same thing. Let's say you had a fight with your partner or someone you had a crush on, or someone, you had a stressful day in a relationship with a friend or whatever it is. What tends to happen to the thoughts about your body? They get increasingly more insecure, right? It's like this funny thing. Oh, I was stressed out today, and all of a sudden those old thoughts about my body come climbing back. So what we have to do is build this resilient foundation to start the day in what we call like our window of joy, of truth. Because I know you know this, when you get out of those stressful blips with yourself, all of a sudden you're back to feeling confident and like accepting of yourself, and you're like, damn, I look so good in the mirror. That's no coincidence. That's how our brain works. So you got to get in the driver's seat and commit to doing a 10 to 15 minute practice every morning, right when you wake up, to help prime your energy. And then talk to me about how you feel about your body, okay? You're doing 2 amazing things right there. Number 3, what I want you to do is this simple exercise here. So I'm gonna lead you through it and you're gonna follow along with me. And this exercise is proven to rewire, capital underline rewire, negative thoughts that you have about your body and yourself, and take energy and power away from them so that we basically just like crumple them up and throw them in the garbage. And so what happens is your brain actually does this. We're talking about neuroplasticity here. Like, we're taking away negative thoughts about your body image, taking the power away from them so they no longer exist in your brain. They have so little energy and power behind them that they're just like so far in the background, you're like, you can barely see them, okay? So first 2 steps are about priming your energy to get into that state, and the third step is about really working with those negative thoughts that are present about your body image to actually take power away from them and simultaneously boost your confidence and truth. All you got to do is tap with me and repeat after me. Even though I don't feel totally confident about my body, I love and accept myself. Even though I learned to have these insecure thoughts about my body image, and I used to rely on dieting and restricting to feel better about myself, I know that doesn't actually work. And I'm doing it differently now. I'm doing the inside work that actually works. I'm taking my power back. Even though I still sometimes have negative or insecure thoughts about my body image, I'm looking forward to learning new tools that will support me to feel even more confident. Sometimes I have negative thoughts about my body. And truthfully, I know those aren't actually my thoughts. Those are just thoughts I picked up through diet culture, unrealistic, ever-changing beauty standards, they're just learned thoughts. Little blobs of energy in my brain. And because they're learned, I can unlearn them. I can come back to my truth. Back to my worthiness. Back to everything I love and appreciate about myself. Every day I'm learning how to be more confident in my body image and also in my life and who I am. Okay, how do you feel now? I promise if you repeat these steps, you are going to see absolute miracles. So I'm really excited to hear how it goes. Remember that in order to create an actual transformation, we got to have a commitment to behavior. We actually have to commit to doing small repeated actions over time to create massive transformations. And I will say on top of that, even doing these steps like every day, just trying them out, every time you do them, you are creating a transformation. So you're gonna feel how much better you feel about yourself, about your body when you do this. And I'm so excited for you to try it. And I would love for you to write below, like, what is your commitment to yourself? What's the action you're willing to take right now to really have the confidence that you are going after? You know, what is your commitment to your body, to your life? I want to hear in the comments below. So share it with me. Share your favorite tip. Share it all. Thank you so much for joining. As a reminder, as I said earlier, if you're struggling, if you're crying and screaming about your body image, if you're hating yourself, if you're watching your life fly by in front of you and just going through year after year, ringing in another birthday, hating your body, if you're obsessing over your weight and just getting sucked in the dieting and restriction game and none of it's working, and you just want to have confidence, peace, you want to live the life that you want and deserve, then let's not do this anymore. I'm here to talk to you. I would love to support you. This is what I do. This is what I live for. I want you to live the life you deserve and be free of this pain, so you can give me a call anytime. I have free 60-minute calls. Take that offer up. Say yes to a call that is going to transform your life. That's simple. I will see you again next week. And as I mentioned, those resources are linked below that I mentioned for the priming exercises. And see you then.